Okay, hello. I don't really cover this game anymore. I kind of got curious because they say new gameplay and stuff. So I kind of watched a little bit of it and I just was like, what is this even? But anyways, I saw like thumbnails and stuff of the people starting to cover the game again. So maybe something big is gonna happen. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and watch like the first three videos. Let's see. We're gonna watch this one with the blue background. Then we're gonna watch the what's that called? The Simulacra dorm. And then we're gonna watch the most recent one. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. I hope it's good. Probably not. Make it bigger. It's like summer, I guess. Summer outfit. They really changed how this game looks, huh? They really changed the theme of this game. Because I remember when, like, they would censor it and just be like, we're gonna use bodysuits kind of thing. So I'm surprised that, like, they didn't just do, like, a one piece. No, not the anime. Like a one piece, swimsuit kind of thing, you know? I haven't been in Tower Fantasy for so long, so a lot of this stuff is new to me. Oh, whoa! This area is cool. What the heck? That's nice. She has a baseball bat? I don't remember the gameplay looking so smooth. Is it actually that smooth? Oh, what? Huh? Are you serious? It just cuts right there? That's so... What? This is from the official media. What was that? What was that random cut? Man, they just do not care, huh? They're just like doing whatever they want. Whew, that was something. That was something, guys. Alright, let's watch the next one. This one's gonna get kinda spicy, huh? Why is that a thing, though? Why do they have that option? But, I mean, I'm not complaining too much, that's nice. Look at the stockings, like, you can change it? What the heck? Also, why is she in her, like, Betty Bye clothes? I guess it is a dorm, so that kind of makes sense. I don't know what they mean by... Like, the dorm? Is the dorm itself a new gameplay, or is it the customizing? I haven't been around for so long, so I don't know. But either one, it's kind of interesting. Not interesting to come back to the game, mind you. Can you actually play it? No. Actually, that one seems no. I was mixing that one up with Snowbreak, because Snowbreak also has a dorm system. That one was that one's for the degens. I'm hoping they show one for the gameplay though. Why is it all the way over there? I didn't even start this video yet. Maybe it's because I left it on the screen or something. Alright. Captions. We're gonna need captions for this one, because this one's 7 minutes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today we will introduce Boss Nola and her weapon.
Never mind. There's captions on captions.
Rumble. This is the first weapon in Tower of Fantasy that can switch between different elements. Nola
Thank
is
goodness.
more complex since she is able to integrate many different elements.
That's actually something I've been asking for in a lot of different games, like gacha games and stuff, to have like a switch element and not just one. I was actually just talking about this for a character in Honkai Star Rail. There's, gosh, what's her name? The girl with the giant sword in Honkai Star Rail, where like she throws her weapon at them and she's actually a physical type, but like a lot of her animations, there's like fire around her. That's the one I was talking about, like a switch element would be nice for. So I think it's pretty cool to see it in another game that's also a gacha. Although I'm pretty sure not a lot of people play this anymore, so maybe it's not so good.
Don't worry. Let's dive right into the unique mechanisms of Boss Nola.
Can you keep up with my speed? Don't fall behind.
First, click on the Settings button in the top right corner of the skill interface and choose one from the 5 stats to activate. Each of the 5 stats has its corresponding traits and element resonance properties.
I'm not listening to the
Choosing any
video.
of the 4 dual stats
I'm
other
jamming.
than altered will also activate the corresponding element fusion. Choosing altered damage, flame physical, or volt frost will give on-field fixed damage, while choosing frost volt or physical flame will give swift cut fixed damage.
I actually do not care
In
about
addition,
this part.
There are 2 exclusive passive effects for frost volt and flame physical elements. The frost volt element exclusive passive is liquid nitrogen.
Liquid
it reduces
nitrogen,
final
really?
damage taken when the authorizer has a shield. Upon entering a battle, the authorizer
I will
gain
say,
a frost damage
the
boost
fight
that
looks
lasts for 30
nice.
seconds.
The fight itself looks nice. I'm also just curious about the area around.
With a cooldown of 150 seconds. This damage boost will be removed when the authorizer releases the Flash Rider skill.
Like, I kid you not, when I played Tower of Fantasy, I don't remember having to do like boss fights like this. So I think it's pretty cool that there's fights like this, and I think I might go ahead and give it another shot. Every time I download it, I'm just like, I don't know. But honestly, I want you guys to let me know. Is it worth coming back to it?
We will further explain this in the skill description
Like,
section.
is it fun? Is the gameplay depth good enough?
The fire physical element exclusive passive is Overheat. This passive will grant a spark when a summon is created, and immediately grant 8 sparks when the authorizer enters combat. For each stack of sparks gained,
Yeah. I like the outfit.
for 8% of the authorizer's max HP, sparks can stack up to 8 times. When the maximum stack is reached, gaining another spark will not trigger HP recovery.
It's so
The
colorful,
spark
though.
stacks will be consumed when the authorizer
The combat's
uses
so
the weapon
colorful.
skill, but it'll be
It
explained
feels
in
like
more
a
details
cluster.
later. Next is the introduction to Nola's weapon skill, Violent Energy. Activating weapon skill. Nola deals damage and adds a 3-second delay effect to nearby targets, while also entering super speed mode. The super speed mode is Nola's core mechanism, which includes passive properties, new skill acquisition, and even different properties.
This game looks so different to what I've played. Like, the way they make this look is like an instance-based game where you just like go into the action, but it's more of an open world, I'm pretty sure.
For different stats. First one is the general properties of the super speed mode. Throughout super speed mode,
Oh, here we
Nola
go.
will
That's
have
open,
hyperbody,
I think.
and both her ground and mid-air
Right.
normal attacks will deal additional damage.
Come on,
At the
Rem,
same
pay
time,
attention. Your
overload
tiny
effect
brain needs
will
to
stack.
compute more.
The overload effect can stack
This
up to
already
6
happened.
times. When the authorizer uses the normal attack branch skill, Linked Slashes, all overload stacks will be consumed to
Look
deal
at that
additional
cluster.
damage. If
The
user
cluster of
consumes all
numbers.
6 stacks at
Ugh.
once, the additional damage will be even higher.
It blends together with
Here's a
each
little
other.
trick.
Okay, if you want to keep the numbers that big, at least put an outline on it so it can have more clarity around the numbers that you're actually doing. Because it's not even readable for some of the numbers. They just blend together and you're like, you can't even see what it says.
You can perform Linked Slashes by holding down the normal attack button after a normal attack, instead of doing normal attacks followed by holding down the normal attack button twice. Also, if you don't switch weapons within the first 5 seconds of entering super speed mode and keep Rumble on field, Nola will gain a new skill, Flash Rider. Flash Rider will deal multiple instances
Bike.
of damage. After using it, Nola will exit super speed mode. In addition, her liquid nitrogen damage boost from the Frost Volt passive mentioned previously will also be removed. Next up, we'll talk about properties of the super speed mode under different stats and its usefulness in actual combat. Frost Volt stack. Super speed mode lasts for 28 seconds. During this time, Nola gains 1 stack of thermal convergence each time Rumble lands a normal attack, or when she receives non-excess healing, up to a maximum of 10 stacks.
Her gameplay
After
is
that,
actually kind of
using
cool.
Flash Rider will consume all stacks
But
of thermal
it kind of seems also like it's just a loop, to be honest. It's like you press them in a certain loop order, which makes sense. but also it doesn't seem to be very effective. It could just be the enemies she's been facing.
Convergence, and the authorizer will gain a frost damage boost based on the stacks consumed, as well as deal AoE damage for 30 seconds.
Oh, you know where it is? Okay, I know exactly where it is. It's the fact that the effects look super dramatic, but it's like over dramatic. That's the problem that I'm having with the effects for this character. It's the fact that it's over dramatic and it doesn't do over dramatic damage and whatnot. Which makes sense because, like, you don't want to overpower the character, but also you shouldn't actually make animations and effects for the character just like that in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
In actual combat using Frostbolt Rumble, authorizers should stack thermal convergence as quickly as possible and use Flash Rider to gain a substantial frost damage boost, which increases the damage of other weapons. Flame physical stat. Super speed mode lasts for 23 seconds, consuming all spark stacks and gaining a base flame attack. It increases based on the number of stacks consumed, as well as a final damage increase exclusive to Rumble. During super speed mode, any flame damage will also trigger a pursuant AoE damage.
Also, yes, I am aware that they do have a shadow on the numbers for the damage. I'm just saying it's not enough. Just putting it out there. Totally random, I know.
Which can occur once every 2 seconds. In actual combat, use Flame Physical Rumble's skill after entering the battle to gain full stacks of flame attack damage boost. Remember to trigger sparks again through summons during continuous combat. Volt Frost stat. Super speed mode lasts for 18 seconds, during which Nola will get a volt damage boost. Each normal attack from Rumble will grant a stack of Thunderclap. When the authorizer reaches the maximum of 18 stacks,
the
all
fighting
stacks
does
will
look
be
nice though,
automatically
like
consumed to deal
gameplay
damage,
mechanic wise.
and the authorizer will gain
It's
a
just I
shield
wish
that
the
lasts
effects
for
weren't
10
so
seconds.
overdone.
This effect can be triggered up to 5 times during one super speed mode. When Nola reaches the maximum stacks of Thunderclap, using the normal attack branch skill, linked slashes will consume 6 stacks of oak. The Volt Frost properties make Rumble more suitable as the primary weapon on field. Nola can perform normal attacks to increase stacks before following up
This
with
game
branch
just
attacks.
seems so doomed.
Physical flame stat.
I'm sorry, it just looks so
Super
doomed.
speed mode lasts for 19 seconds. During this time, the authorizer will deal damage to nearby targets every
The
second.
fact that they have to also like make a video like this where it's like a detailed explanation of this character, of like every single thing that you could possibly do, and we're not gonna let the players, you know, figure it out after we just give them like some data of like the details of what each move does. We're gonna tell you what every single combo and when you should use it. It's just like, ugh.
Second. After hitting a target, the authorizer will gain a shield with a value that's based on the number of targets hit.
Like,
up to 10%
let the
of
players
max
like
HP.
experiment and enjoy
The shield
themselves.
lasts for 10
Don't tell them
seconds,
what to do.
And the authorizer can gain a total shield of up to 50% during
Let
one
them
super speed
experiment. Let them
Physical
figure it
flame
out
properties
themselves.
provide
That's part of the
continuous AoE
fun.
damage and shield for practical combat, balancing damage and survival. It's good for supporting on-field physical weapons like Anka.
Oh, that's actually a pretty cool
Altered
effect.
stat. Super speed mode lasts for 23
The
seconds,
red and black,
increasing the
the
authorizer's
slashing
max
thing.
HP recovery. Normal attacks will deal fixed damage based on the authorizer's max HP. Also, Flash Rider will deal significant extra damage to nearby targets based on the max HP and capped by the authorizer's attack. This damage is also a fixed damage that is not affected by damage boost. The properties of Altered make it useful for Nola to stay in battle for a prolonged period. Try to use Flash Rider just before super speed mode ends to...
I have a feeling this game just does not know what it wants to be. And I think that might be the problem, because this battle is starting to look more like I'm playing Phantasy Star Online. You know what I'm saying? It totally gives that feel of the 1v1 of like whose effects are stronger and who's like framing better kind of thing.
extend the damage boost. Finally, let's take a look at Nola's very practical wide world skill. In the wide world, Nola can enter riding by holding dodge and consume endurance.
I mean, that's
to
pretty
move
cool.
quickly. What's more,
I personally think if I did come back to Towers of Fantasy, it wouldn't be for the combat. It would be for the open world exploration only. That's just how it is. Like, the combat, I don't know, it could just be me personally because I've already played like games like PSO2 where like it has similar combat styles but like in more depth, that I'm just like kind of tired to like do it again. I don't know. I would like your guys' opinion on that as well. Like, do you guys like the combat in this? But for me personally, I think I'm gonna be more for the exploration of the world that I haven't seen yet, and like interacting with maybe the social environment.
Amazing is that after entering writing for 10 seconds, Nola can one-shot enemies simply by... That's all for Nola's showcase.
What do you mean simply by finish your sentence, you AI? Ugh. They really just threw in the towel. They straight up just threw in the towel. I honestly think that, like, since the game died so hardcore over here in, like, the West, I'm genuinely believing that only a single person worked on this video. Like, that's honestly how it feels, because it only takes one person to make a video like this. Let's just be honest. Goodness. I'm frustrated.
Thanks for watching.
No, not thanks for watching. More like I'm gonna dislike this video if I haven't already. Boop. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this roller coaster. I think the game is probably good, just not in the West. I don't know. I don't know much about that, but me personally, I would not play this for the combat. I would not play this for the story. I would only play this for like the exploration of like the social environment, like I was saying. Other than that, I'm just gonna like throw down the game if I even try this, to be honest. I actually forgot this even existed, so it's amazing that it still somehow popped up to me. Alright, well, for the very few that see this, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I don't know, maybe you'll see more of this eventually if they miraculously make a comeback. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.